Hello, students. Today, we are going to learn about oceans on the Earth. Imagine you're an astronaut in the space high above the Earth. What do you think you'd see? Take a moment to picture it in your mind. The color that you'd notice the most is blue. But why is that? What does all that blue represent? If you guessed water, you're absolutely right. In fact, almost three-fourths of our planet's surface is covered by water. That's why early astronauts called Earth the blue planet. Now, look at the globe in front of you. Can you see large areas of blue? These are our oceans. But you can also see areas of green. What do you think these represent? If you said land, you're correct. These large bodies of land are called continents. While oceans cover about three-fourths of the Earth's surface, land covers one-fourth. Both oceans and continents play crucial roles in shaping our planet's climate and supporting life. Now, let's do a little experiment. Take your globe and gently spin it. What do you notice about how water and land are distributed? Interestingly, oceans and continents aren't distributed equally between the Earth's northern and southern hemispheres. Let's examine this more closely. Looking at these maps, what do you observe? Yes, the northern hemisphere has less water than the southern hemisphere. The blue areas are oceans, along with their smaller extensions like seas, bays, and gulfs. Now, if there is so much water present, then why do we talk about water scarcity? The ocean is made up of salty water and we cannot drink it. We can only drink fresh water. Fresh water is very less on Earth. It is found in glaciers, rivers, lakes, in the atmosphere and also underground. Speaking of oceans, we have 5 oceans in the world. The Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, the Southern or Antarctic Ocean. Pacific Ocean is the largest of all, followed by the Atlantic Ocean. The Indian Ocean is the third largest, while the Southern Ocean is the fourth. The smallest one is the Arctic Ocean. Now, let's dive deeper into the world beneath the waves. Oceans are full of life, from the tiniest microorganisms to the largest animals on our planet. The marine flora includes tiny plants called algae and seaweeds, and the marine fauna consists of thousands colorful fish, dolphins and whales. Now, let's think about how oceans affect our daily lives. Have you ever experienced a rainy day? Where do you think that rain comes from? Believe it or not, most of our rain, including the monsoon rains in India, originates from the oceans. The water in the ocean gets evaporated in the summers and it forms white clouds, and that's how it rains in the monsoon. But oceans can also bring challenges. Sometimes, they give rise to powerful storms like cyclones, which can cause damage in coastal areas. A tsunami is another natural disaster that originates in the ocean. It is a huge and powerful wave generally caused by a strong earthquake or a volcanic eruption at the bottom of the ocean. Tsunamis can travel thousands of kilometers and submerge coastal areas, causing widespread damage. As we wrap up this video, let's see what we've learned. We have discovered that our planet is covered three-fourths of water. We learnt about oceans and how they affect our climate. Remember, whether we live near an ocean or on land, we're all connected to these vast bodies of water. They influence our climate, provide food, and even the air we breathe. We hope that you have understood the chapter Oceans and Continents. Now, here's a secret on how you can study effectively with the EduRev app. You can learn with chapter notes, watch video lectures and solve NCERT-based MCQ tests of this chapter on EduRev, and that's not all. You also get amazing courses for Class 6 and much more for your Class 6 preparation. Thank you.